This is one of the popular quotes by Ghana's first president, Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. The journey to unravel the depth from which he started was worth taking, as the thought of how the illustrious son of Ghana inspired independence across other African states urged us on. From Axim in the western region, 5 kilometers from the coastal highway from Isiam Town Junction, we arrived at Nkroful, which natives pronounce as Nkroful, meaning crowd. Edged in the annals of history as the birthplace of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, the founder of independent Ghana, Nkroful does not look like it used to be some decades ago. Roads in particular have received some facelift. The birth and initial burial place of Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah is now a tourist site for both locals and foreigners. With 5 Ghana cedis for locals and 10 Ghana cedis for foreigners, there is always an opportunity to be briefed about Ghana's history. On this compound is the family house of Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, where he lived with his mother, Elizabeth Nyaneba, who hailed from the Anona clan. This is the tomb where he was initially buried after his death in 1972.
The patronage of this place is very low. From our statistics that we made at this place, sometimes we receive 3 people, that's every week, that's the maximum. This place is partially privatized, and it is in connection with HY Realty Company. The company is based in the US. They are the people or the company that support us to develop this place. So the development of this place is very poor. For the painting, we paint this place once every year, and that occurs on 21st September, that's on his birthday. I can't remember the last time that we had a support from the government.
The history of Ghana's first president is incomplete without the mention of the mysterious river Subli. This was the only source of water for domestic activities for residents here at Nkroful. Here, the future of Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah was first revealed when he was age 2.
When Nkrumah was young, when he was 2 years old, at that time he was at the back of the mother going to farm. But before they get to the farm, they must cross this river. And there was no any bridge on the river. By that time it wasn't like this. You can walk through this river. So the mother was crossing the river. Nkrumah was at the back. I was at her back, and Nkrumah shouted, "Man, stop, you have stepped on the fish." Then the mother said, "I'm the one passing through the river and I don't see any sign of stepping on the fish. How can you at the back tell me that I have stepped on the fish?" So the mother did not challenge, and she removed her leg and she saw a very big fish there, and that was a mad fish. So the mother managed to catch the fish, and she caught the fish, and she was afraid that how come a fresh fish maybe allow her to cut it so easily. So she refused to go to the farm, and she returned home with the fish and Nkrumah. So when she got home, then she narrated what happened to her husband. So the husband was a little bit surprised, and the husband took the fish along with Nkrumah and the mother to the fetish priest of the village. So when they got the priest, then the priest incantated and told them that they should go and smoke the fish and give it to Nkrumah alone to eat, and no one should taste the fish. And for what it has been revealed to me is that Nkrumah is going to be a great person in Ghana and to the whole of Africa.
Though the river is no longer potable, residents here still believe the existence of this river still has a direct impact on their livelihood.
The river has helped me a lot. I was sick some time ago, and through this river I got healed. Several people in this community have similar testimonies. The river has been the source of healing for my family and I. That is why most people travel from far and near just to see the river.
Obviously, this site bears a significant portion of Ghana's history, and 60 years on, it appears not much is being done to properly maintain the place to make it more attractive for tourists. The town also benefited from Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's legacy in the area of education. In 1962, the Nkroful Middle Boarding School was established. The school attracted children from the catchment area and had children of very prominent people in society enrolling. The one-block middle school, which was closed down during the 1966 school, was reopened after some years, but this time converted into a senior high school, Nkroful Agricultural Senior High School, which currently has a student population of 1,166 with over 30 classrooms. The school offers all courses at the senior high level, but majors in agriculture.
In line with the Operation Feed Yourself policy, so that we can boost feeding in the country, they decided to turn it into agricultural secondary school. For challenges, because we had the old structures for the boarding school, now that the school has been turned to a secondary school, it means we need more structures for the growing demands of the school and then the different programs.
Students here take much pride in being in a school that was built by Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
Ever since I've been in this school, there are so many things that I have achieved so far. I have acquired some skills and then some attitudes which are very essential in my life. I've been very hardworking ever since I came to this school, and then I have learned a lot. In fact, the teachers over here are doing their best to teach students.
I feel so proud to be in the school of the first president in Ghana. I think most people also, they liked it when they saw that this school is bearing the name of Nkrumah. That is the former town of the first president of Ghana. So I too, being a student and being a native of Nzema, I also like it very well to be in this school.
Our journey continued with a visit to the Fianza Industries, a coconut oil factory which was set up by Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah in 1960 to help encourage the planting of coconut for the production of oil. The factory, which employed hundreds of youth in the Nzema community, currently cannot even boast of more than 20 workers. The machines here have not functioned for some decades now. Despite the challenge, the factory's finished product, Makola Virgin Oil, is on the market.
In 1992, the government at that time had taken a decision to divest most of the G-Hawk industries, and this happened to be one of them. And nobody wanted it because the future was unclear. So by 1994, almost all the machines had rotten. So the Diversity Implementation Committee decided to auction it as is. Unfortunately, they didn't get the money they wanted from the people who put in a bid. They wanted a minimum of about 360 million cedis at that time. The real value which had been put on it was about 800 million cedis. However, the best they could get was about 130 million cedis. And they didn't want to do it. So since it was an auction, they just left it like that.
The factory currently produces only 5 tons of oil every month, which is just a little fraction of what it used to produce some decades ago. This has also affected citizens in the Nzima community, whose main job is to provide raw materials to the factory.
Some years back, the factory used to buy a lot of raw materials from us, but because of its current state, they buy very little, which affects our gains.
These days, the coconut plantations are nowhere to be found, so it's even difficult to get the raw materials to buy, and even for the little we manage to get, there is no market. This could have been made better 60 years after independence. It is obvious the dream with which this factory was established has not been fulfilled. Perhaps this could be captured in the present government's one district, one factory policy to bring the dream to reality. This could bring back to life the dreams and vision that Ghana's first president, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, had for the country.